What's going on, YouTube modeling community? Papa here at West Georgia Rides and Customs. I'm going to begin a build series for everybody to follow along with. What I've got here on the mat right now is a kit that a good friend of mine gave me probably about 4 years ago. I worked with him, just an all-around great guy. Really enjoyed conversing with him about hot rods, life in general, just religion. He was just a very religious guy, and I had a lot of conversations with him. September the 26th or 25th of, I think it was September the 25th of 2020. I got wind at work that he had passed away. He had a heart attack. It was a shock to me, and we had he give me this kit right here. He was a hot rodder, just a hell of a guy. His name was Lee McKennis. That's a picture of him, he and his wife Pat. His stepson I worked with also, Mark Smith, and I told Mark, at his funeral that I had this kit. I'd like, if he wants me to give it back to him or his family, what direction did you want me to do with this? He said, Fred, just keep it. Lee would want you to have this. But I told him what the direction was, that why Lee give me the kit. Lee, he had a 1-to-1 scale 37 Ford pickup that he was trying to restore, and he and I, just in our conversations, he approached me one day, knowing that I build 125th scale models. He said, "Would you build it? Would you build a replica of what we've discussed?" And I was like, "Surely, I would love to." So I had the kit, and I was, just waiting, to see more progress of what the direction his 1-to-1 scale was going in. And then in September, he had a heart attack and passed. So this is what I'm going to do in honor of my friend Lee. We had so many conversations over the years about hot rods, just life in general, things, just things going on in the world. But we always had a common bond of hot rods. We would sit and talk about hot rods that we used to have, things we used to do, things that we shouldn't have been doing in hot rods. But this was one of the things that I felt like he entrusted me, to do. This is the kit that he gave me, was the Revell Monogram 37 Ford pickup. And he had told me, just in a lot of our conversations, that the direction that he was wanting to do. And I have been ever since 2020, have been working on this thing as far as what he had told me he was going to do. He was going to put the big fat meats up under it, almost do a pro street on it, as far as narrowing the rear end. He had a different frame that he had used. And that's what I've done right here. He wanted to chop the top on it, and that was one of the things that he was going to do before he passed. I think he was actually going to try and attempt to chop top on it. He was also wanting to narrow, or he wanted to shorten the bed of the truck, and that's what I did right here. Let me pull this frame off. I took about, probably 4 foot, maybe 2.5, 3 foot of scale inches out of this bed, and just narrowed it down through there like that. I chopped the top. This is one of the first This is one of the first chop tops I've ever done. So I had to learn that as well. So I took about maybe 4 scale inches out of this, out of the top of this 37 Ford pickup, and I actually had to add about 6 inches of, I wouldn't say 6, I'd say about maybe 2 scale inches. I had to stretch it this way to get the A pillars and the B pillars to match. You can see how drastic it was. This window really, I mean, that's really a cool window right there. And I'm gonna have to do the same, as far as the to the glass that goes in here as well. But I feel like I can pretty much do that. I put a different front end or firewall. No, I shouldn't say front end, but I put a different firewall in here to kind of shape it up a little bit, give it some something that looks like more like a street rod. I've got the frame that I used is out of the actually I think it's out of the 30 Ford Model A coupe, and I'm gonna be pulling that's the kit that a lot of the parts is coming out of to finish this car or truck. This is the frame out of one of those, and I hadn't really done a whole lot to it. Just this is just really the everything that I think I'm gonna cut off right here, cut that little support piece off right there, and probably add in some aluminum later on. But I glued the everything together. Everything pretty. I've got it fitting pretty much how I want it right there. So I'll be that's the direction that we're going on right there. Lee had also told me he was going to use the big fat Pro Street meats in the back, and I picked out a set of Krager looking wheels to go on this old street rod. That's as far as the kit rear end. This is the rear end that's out of the 30 Ford Model A coupe. This is the rear end. This is the front end assembly. You're going to be using the ladder bars suspension from the back. These are the front braces for the front end. I am going to however, use the interior tub that came in it, and the as far as the radiator and radiator core support that come out of that. Those are just cool grills that goes in there. So I'm going to utilize the steering wheel from it. Now, the one other thing that is not in there, and this was I'm going to build it exactly what he told me as far as what he had envisioned. He was going to use a big block Chevrolet on it, and I've got a bunch of these 396 big block Chevys from the Chevelle Pro Street kits. Everything that you see right here on this side are all, well, minus that. All this is from the Chevelle. I'm going to be using the high-rise intake and the 2 4-barrels that comes in that kit. Now, as far as these side headers, those come out of the 30 Ford Model A kit. So I will. That's what I'm going to be utilizing with all this. Everything is pretty. The fitment that I've got with everything right now, I'm pretty close to getting started as far as painting. The direction of color that Lee had told me over the years was he wanted to do a flat black. He wasn't all about about the shiny finishes and things like that, but he did like having chrome and stuff on it. So I see his vision of what he was wanting to do. He wanted the chrome wheels, the chrome accessories on the engine, things like that, and he wanted a red interior. So the direction I'm going to be going with this is exactly what he wanted or he envisioned. Probably what I'm thinking about doing is, of course, with the body. I will do it in a NATO black, and then I'll come back with a flat clear over that to get that kind of flat black finish. As in the frame, now as far as the frame, I'm only in probably the rear end. I'll be doing that I'll be doing the rear end and the frame in a gloss black. So I'll probably spray it with NATO black and then come back with gloss on that frame. It just, anyhow, that's just something, I'm kind of using my creative liberties on that. Engine wise, I'm going to be doing the block, just a red, uh, a aluminum transmission or aluminum colored transmission, and then all the chrome doodads, as far as the chrome valve covers, the chrome, uh, the carbs, the breathers, as far as the air cleaners and things like that. Just something, that makes it pop. So, but that's the vision that Lee had. That he carried, that he was wanting to do, and I tell you what, this is I build this kind of bittersweet, but I'm really looking forward to this. I'm going to be picking out some more out of the kit, the 30, actually the 37 Ford pickup. There's some items on these chrome trees. I'll probably use the chrome, the chrome headlights, things like that. There's going to be a few other things in here that I'll probably utilize from that chrome tree. And there's some things off of the 30 Ford Model A kit that I'll be utilizing as well on it, as far as the front end, things like that. So, but really, this is just, I say it's, I build it with a heavy heart, but I know deep down inside Lee is looking down on this and he's enjoying every minute of it. But really miss my friend Lee, and this was his envision. So I hope y'all enjoy the build series that I'm going to be showing y'all, that I'm going to be doing. I'll be doing a pretty much, I keep everybody updated on it as far as the paint and the assembly process. But got a shop card in this week. My old buddy, old Tom White over at Rambler 69, Mr. Styrene Addict. These are some beautiful builds of his that he has done over the years. This 29 Ford Roadster and this Mercedes AMG GT3. I've seen these builds up close and personal at shows, and they're just awesome builds. Had it, I tell you, I've a lot of the friends that that I've met, working, I'm building something here in lieu of my friend. But Tom, I tell you, Tom got me to building these old 29s, 30s, 32s, Fords, and that's I look at his building style, and I piggyback off of things that Tom builds. So if y'all aren't subscribed to Tom over at YouTube, on YouTube, just go to Rambler 69, get subscribed to him. Awesome builder, awesome friend too. But just got his new shop card in. Really appreciate the kind words on the back, and the feeling was mutual, buddy. Can't wait to hook up with all you guys, as far as you and Rick, and Rick Zink and everybody down there at either at JacksCon or Acme or whatever, because we all get together. We have a great time. Anyhow, everybody, I really appreciate you tuning in. Stay tuned to this build coming up. Give you the updates on it just as soon as they come down the pipe. Remember, folks, if you can dream it, build it. God bless y'all. Pappy out of here.